Okay, so I just saw Christmas Holiday 1944 starring Deanna Durbin and Gene Kelly, so let's get into it real quick. The premise is simple. It's about a lieutenant who ends up heartbroken. He spends his Christmas in New Orleans and meets a beautiful woman named Jackie, also known as Abigail, played by Durbin. And she goes into her life story, her horrible marriage to a man named Robert Minette, played by Gene Kelly, and how she pretty much ended up at the place she was that night, miserable and guilty. And on paper, the premise sounds very good. It sounds very strong, but the execution just wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. And I can sum it up to three problems: the pacing, the storytelling, and just the melodrama. With the pacing, we're really not given much to be invested in until about the last 20 minutes when we're, not being over explained everything. We are able to see Robert Minette's thought process and actions and madness in real time and just get that real feeling of danger finally. And then the melodramatics. We're given a lot of strange dramatic parts that are supposed to really, you know, make us feel for Durbin and stay invested until the end. But a lot of the time, these parts don't exactly work well together. And this became especially apparent when we started diving into the weird dynamics between Robert and his mother. Like, I get it. It's supposed to kind of explain why he is who he is, why he's such a thief and a liar and such just a bad person. But it feels like such just a shallow aspect of the story that was just kind of thrown in. And there's some parts like that throughout that just don't gel. And because of these problems, this one just doesn't have that same like sharpness, the same sharpness and conciseness that a lot of other film noirs have, even the other ones that aren't so great. And I feel like there's just a lot of missed opportunity here. And even though I really liked Durbin's character and Kelly's character, and they really worked with what they had, the problems are within the story itself. And I really wish we could have seen Gene Kelly in more roles like this if he would have been given, a great script, great story layout. I think he could have really he could have knocked something out like this. And as for Durbin, this was my first time seeing her anything, and I was very impressed. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it.